I didn't realize how much noise I allowed in my life until I started dissecting and reflecting on every little nick and cranny of my environment. And once I did that, and once I did all of that thorough work, was when I started to realize exactly what I needed to do to simplify my life. So, this video today, I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing to make my life a lot simpler so I can get a lot more done. I'm going to speak about what made me feel the most overwhelmed. But before I do that, I just want to say that I will be looking away from the camera because I have everything written down so that I don't forget anything. So, the first thing I want to talk about was what was overwhelming for me. So, definitely scrolling, always have my phone constantly in my hand, saying yes to things often when I know I needed to focus on myself and say no to others. I also have here too many distractions and overthinking. I am an overthinker. I'm still working on it, but I do overthink often. And sometimes it's not even necessary. Like I think of scenarios that don't even exist. I don't know. I'm just a girl. But, and I also try to do too much at once. So I will have a task and I have to get the task done in the same day. I don't allow myself to spread my task out, which is a problem. So I'm learning how to stay on one task and to also manage it properly and show myself grace throughout that so that way I can feel less pressure and less overwhelmed. And also sometimes I'll be doing one task, but then I'll think of another thing and another thing. So now I'll jump from different tasks at the same time. And I've been learning to just give myself tunnel vision and to just focus on one task at a time and allow each day for a different task. I started to remove a lot of things. And the few things that I did remove was, like I said, less scrolling, right? I got my flip phone. I put my phone down more often. I set a screen time limit for myself. I would say unnecessary outings. I was going out a lot. Not a lot, like overextensive, but enough that made me realize like I was spending a lot on it and sometimes it was unnecessary. So I even been speaking with my friends about over the summer we want to do more things that cost nothing because those type of outings are always the best. And sometimes going out and paying for outings should be more of a celebration than just because you know so less unnecessary outings, saying no more. I can't do it. I can't make it. This doesn't work for my schedule. I have this to focus on. Saying no more has really freed my time a lot. And it's also made me feel happier. Protecting my time. So putting my phone down, do not disturb, giving myself a timer for a certain task block. So protecting my time has been gold also. Simplifying my routines, fitness, time with God, and also time with my children. And lastly, making time for my dreams. My routines are very simple, but we can get into that another time. Focusing on fewer priorities. Like I said earlier, prioritize one thing for each day. I feel like the more I simplify my priorities and I simplify my tasks, the more I get done and in a more decent amount of realistic time. I feel like when it comes to getting things done, I like to get it done right away. But it's not realistic. We only have 24 hours in a day. We do need to sleep. We do need to eat. We have other things that we need to do throughout the day, like go to work and such and such. So focusing on fewer tasks a day has definitely made a difference. Now that I've removed those things, this is what I'm experiencing now. More peace. I wrote down clarity, focus, and less pressure. And the most important thing, more time for God. The more I said no and the more I prioritized my time with God, the more the people in my environment and in my circle respected it. And I love my friends so much because they truly understand my walk with Christ, even if we're all on different levels and different journeys, but they respect me for where I am with God and they allow me to do that. They don't require much of me. I always say I have low maintenance friends, and I love that for me because it's not all about be have our friends all the time. Sometimes you have to just focus on you. And all my friends have our own lives and our own things, and we schedule time to spend with each other. And having low maintenance friends is such a game changer, especially as you grow older and you start to chase certain dreams and aspirations. You need time to yourself. You need time to grow and to do the things and the hard work behind the scenes without your friends requiring you to be there and show up for them all the time. Yes, I do check in with my friends. Yes, I do speak to them in in increments. But we all are doing our own thing, and when I say no, it's not like a personal thing, but more so they respect my time, and I've had more time with God because of it. So as I've been working on simplifying my life, I realized a lot of different things. I realized that, like I said, I had more peace, and my simplicity of my routines and getting things done has made more space for me to actually execute things. I want to say that less noise equaled more alignment. The less distractions, the more aligned I was with my task, and the more aligned I am with my purpose with God. My purpose in God, I've always knew what God wanted me to do, but I always ran from it because I knew the responsibility and the weight of it, and I just didn't feel qualified. And I tell myself right now I'm in my Moses season because Moses didn't feel qualified to free the Israelites from Egypt, but God called him to do it. So we can get into that another time, but definitely in my Moses era right now. I also realized that I don't need to do everything. No, I don't need to do it all. I don't have to be super Lizzie. I can literally say, I use my planner now for everything. Space it out. You have this whole week. Each day is going to be these tasks. Do them on that day so that way they don't overlap. Point blank, period. Quiet time does not mean you have a boring life. Less noise means you can get more done. My life has been more quiet. And I know I'm in New York, so like the winter can be kind of like less engaging with those kind of things, but I feel like the quieter my life got, the more calmer things got. And I will not say my life is boring because I can do things if I want to. I'm literally choosing not to because my priorities are just different now. I think I'm learning the life that I want is a lot simpler than I thought. I'm realizing that peace does not come from adding more, but removing what doesn't matter. And the more that I focus on the simpler parts of my life and I start to build on that, the more I'm able to take on. But sometimes you need to recalibrate. Sometimes you just need to take a step back, reflect, refine, sweep and dust, and sift away the things that don't matter, and then start over fresh. So I hope this video was a good one. I hope it was able to help someone. And if you guys want me to go more in depth and longer videos, I would love to do that. I just feel like 10-15 minutes is enough. I don't want to overwhelm you guys because I can talk all day. I love chatting. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to push you guys away. So if you would like a more in depth video of how I'm doing these things or what I'm doing specifically, and how I got to the point that I'm here now, please just let me know in the comments below. But until next time, don't forget to subscribe. But until next time, next week at the same time, I'll see you guys then. Bye.